We are almost done with the raft armoring. And we're also very close. Well, we're done. We're completely done with expanding the first floor of our raft. And we're almost done with armoring the raft. So we're pretty well off at this point. Um, I'd like to make a bottle. That's 4 vine goo. I can do that. That's easy. And the bottle is like the cup, except it holds 4 times as much, I believe. Um, I do absolutely want to reach the first story island this episode. If I'm not, in fact, I'm not even gonna stop recording until I reach the next. Oh, that's what I get for working in the dark. Can I undo this? Yeah, but I only get the plank and plastic back. Ah well. Oops. Don't need the plank. My own part. The special grill we made last episode is allowing us to really catch up on our meat smelting, also known as cooking. Yeah. I'm not going to stop playing until we reach and complete the first story island in this episode, because we've been putting it off for far too long. It's high time. Potato. It's high time we actually did something in the story instead of just waffling around here on our big square of a raft, cooking shark meat and devouring islands like a locust. Probably gonna wait until my raft is fully armored, because we're gonna need a fair amount of wood to actually get what we need. Here, let's examine the research table. We need the receiver, and we need the antenna. So we need circuit boards. And in order to get circuit boards, we need copper and vine goo. Wow. Luckily, we grabbed 4 copper. We're gonna need more than that. Just spoiler alert, we're gonna need more than that. And while I'm waiting for stuff, I can build pillars. We're gonna want one there, and we're gonna need more. One there, and one there. And when I get more wood, we're gonna start building platforms on each of these, and that's gonna be my receiver setup until I fill out the entire second floor, which is gonna take a while because it's 4 wood instead of 2 wood and 2 plastic, or it's is it the other way around? It's 2 wood, right? Yeah, it's 4 wood instead of 2 wood and 2 plastic. Thought it might have been 1 and 2 and not 2 and 4, but no, I'm just hallucinating. Got food for days. I'm gonna start. Actually, I want to make that water bottle while I still can. Okay, now the cup can go into purgatory and forever be forgotten. We might actually want a second one of these at some point so we can fill up the purifier. And you know what? I could use the cup to fill up the purifier. Don't be wasteful. Okay. So the cup holds 4. I believe it's 4 times as much as, or the bottle holds 4 times as much as the cup. So we've got 4 drinks from that 1 inventory slot now. We do want to make more seaweed goo. Most of our planks are probably going to be going towards running the furnaces. Because the furnaces do need to run. Why don't I grab the one copper? Gonna want all seaweed and all copper. I do not need... So we're definitely going to need to stop at another island. We haven't seen an island in a while, actually. And we're going to need to grab a bit more copper. I think we only need one more. Depends on how much copper each thing takes to make. Because we're also going to need a battery. So yeah, we're probably going to need 2 more at least. Oh god, it's 2 copper per circuit board. Okay, we're going to need a lot more copper. Because we need 4 circuit boards, which is 8 total. And a battery, which is another 1. So we need 9 total, and we have 3. So we need 6 more copper. That's probably going to take 2 islands. Oh, wow, the metal axe only takes bolts? It doesn't take ingots? Well, then I'll definitely make metal axes then, because it's only 2 more planks, right? Yeah, 2 more planks. It's more durable, so I think it's more than 33% more durable, I think. I mean, it takes more rope, but I've got way too much of it. And it just takes scrap, which I've got plenty of. You can get plenty of it. And a bolt, which is gotten from some of the loot chests give bolts. So we can move on to metal axes, apparently. Neat. Because I've got 3 bolts and nothing else to use them on. But I'm also going to need another spear, and the spear that does take 2 metal ingots, which we don't have right now. It also takes a bolt. It's also going to take planks. Okay, yeah, the metal axe is like twice as fast chop. It's not necessary, because I don't think there's ever any like majorly labor-intensive chops you'll be doing, or any like time-pressured ones. Because like the reason the double speed hook is so good is because you are kind of time-pressured whenever you're using it. But the axe, it's never like, oh, you have to avoid the giant killer monkey that respawns after 30 seconds of being killed. And you don't have to worry about, I don't know, dying of altitude poisoning or whatever. But you do have to worry about drowning in the shark that respawns 2 minutes after you kill it. For now, I need a bigger chest, because this chest is just not adequate. I know I can make more, but I'd rather move on to the bigger chests, and those take hinges, and I don't have hinges yet. You can eventually get armor to reduce the damage you take, but it requires a very one-off crafting material, and not only that, but it's also limited durability. I mean, obviously it is. Durability is kind of a thing. I never really liked durability, especially when it comes to like high-end tools that are like rewards for beating the game and durability. Because like, especially for like the rare ones. Like in Minecraft, netherite tools. Like, I have legitimately never gone to the effort of getting a netherite tool because it is just so much strip mining through the nether in the hopes that you'll find enough of this ore to even make a single netherite ingot in the first place. And you only need 1 per item, and I'm gonna drown. But, like, it doesn't add anything meaningful to your tool. Like, it adds a little bit of armor toughness to your armor, and it adds some durability, sure, but it just doesn't add, like, it doesn't make you mine any faster, and then you've gone through so much effort, and then you need netherite instead of diamonds to repair it. And so it's going to break eventually, and all that effort will just been for what amounts to a temporary boost. And like when it comes to like iron and stone tools in Minecraft and the wooden tools here, they're real easy to make. You can make like 5 of them every time you collect from the nets. That's an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. But like they're stupid easy to make. They're really quick, they're simple, and even the metal tools are pretty easy to make. You need the metal, but it's really easy to get the metal. I can get the Decker package out of my inventory while I get air. And on our shopping list is still scrap, especially copper and metal. Copper's our highest priority, though, because we can't progress the story without it. I'll be honest, this part of the game was always my least favorite because there's such a high cost of entry into the story. Like after this, the most expensive thing we'll need on the raft after this is the engine. And that's real massive quality of life because it makes you go faster and it allows you to sail in any direction you want. Everything else is just pure quality of life. But on the subject of tool durability, like the metal tools here, like I've been using this for what, 2 straight episodes now? Maybe closer to 1.5 because I made this midway through episode 2. And it's only just now dropping below half durability. I mean, I get that I'm doing a fairly good job of rationing its usage. Okay, here's some copper. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me, right? More metal here. But, like, it's fairly decent durability jump for a very cheap cost. But when it comes to, like, I legitimately never crafted a single thing that required titanium before, because titanium used to be probably the most difficult resource in the game to get, and it still is, but you can get it much easier now that there's a new feature, and we are going to be interacting with that feature eventually, but we need to get to the first story island first. Alright, next, we got 2 copper, or 3 copper rather. It's not much, but it's something at least. Oh god, no. Please don't turn the raft. Alright, I think we're good. Gonna have us move a little bit further. Attack of the Killer inventory. And now that we got 9 metal from that island. Like, see, you can get 9 metal from one island. You can get anywhere from, like, it's typically closer to 3, I think. But still, that's enough for 2 tools, probably. I don't actually know how much metal exactly the tools cost. I think the spear alone is 3, but, like, it's a good amount of tools. And we actually don't need a spear until we plan on killing the shark again. Because the shark's never going to attack the raft. But yeah, when it comes to, like, tool durability, it's really annoying to have to recraft the stuff. And when it comes to, like, the armor in particular, which is the real thing that I never really craft because it's just so difficult to get. Because, like, you need, like, a specialized pen on your raft with, like, walls and the whole thing. And then you need, like, a special gun you use to capture animals. You need to find an animal and actually hit it with the gun. And making the gun requires a rare resource in and of itself. Making the ammo for the gun requires a rare resource. And then you have to slap them on your raft and care for them and constantly harvest them, and it's a lot of overhead for what amounts to a damage reduction. You can just not get hit. God, how have we already been going for half an hour? Alright, yeah. If there was an option for like a durability list mode, I would pick that every time. Because I just find durability to be an unnecessary game mechanic. I mean, sometimes it can enrich the experience for like certain things, like you want to ration its usage, not use it frivolously, so you don't have to remake it. But when it comes to like the baseline tools, like it's my opinion that like the tools you start with and the tools that are the end game highest craft should be effectively, if not literally, unbreakable. Like, it should be an achievement to break a netherite pickaxe. And, while it does take a long time, it doesn't take all that much longer than a basic diamond pickaxe. Quote-unquote, basic. You know, all you plebeians with your enchanted iron pickaxes. No. Diamond's where it's at. If you don't have a diamond pickaxe on day 1, are you even really playing Minecraft? I like that sleeping scoots the time forward on everything that's crafting. Or smelting, or, like, cooking, or whatever. There's an island over there. I think I'm past it already, though, but we can still try. We can always swim a little bit upwind. Downwind? Upwind? I think upwind is the direction the wind's coming from, right? Of all the random factoids I know, this is the one I don't. All I need is 2 more copper. I also kind of want my bolt back. There we are. Metal spear. And this is going to make killing the shark faster, and we won't need to recraft quite as many spears, because instead of crafting 2 spears, like instead of crafting a spear and a half every time we fight the shark, we're going to craft a spear every 2 out of 3 times we fight the shark. Because it only takes 2/3 of the metal spear to kill the shark. It doesn't thrust any faster, it doesn't attack any faster, but it does more damage. I think it does like 50% more damage. There we go. See, he's dead already. Man, that only took 1/3 of the spear. Oh wow, does it only take 1/3 of the spear? I thought it took 2/3. I legitimately thought it took 2/3 of the metal spear. I need that. I need that big chest. I don't care. I can move it later. I need that big chest. That's a hinge. Storage. It's just the storage and not a small storage. It's the normal sized storage. In lack of, I would normally put it like here on the 2nd floor, and this is where I'm gonna put my water stuff when I remember to, water and food stuff when I remember to move it. But in the meantime, I think I'm just gonna put it right here, just to have a dump chest. Okay. And yeah. Put all the metal ore away, because right now we need to smelt the copper. We got just barely enough copper. Inventory's looking acceptable again. I'm always one of those people who tries to keep their inventory as lean as possible. Am I out of planks? Oh my god. Another advantage with the metal spears is that they cost fewer planks to craft. In addition to that, you're crafting them like more than half as often, less than half as often. So boink, and then grill. Raft did ahead. We're already back up to over a stack of palm leaves. This entire chest is going to be filled with palm leaves before the end of this episode. Probably not, but we're going to get at least halfway there, because we're going to be going for a good amount of further time or something. Ooh. That was weird. Reality just kind of frayed at the edges there for a second. And I hate it when my dimension destabilizes. Happens all the time and nobody ever does anything about it. Ladder. You want that. You want that right here. And now we can climb up here. So now once the copper's done, we can make our last circuit board. We'll make our receiver. And I'm gonna let the purifier. I don't need to let the purifier run dry. It's not like I'm wasting fuel or anything. We're gonna move this back to here. Gonna take the cup. And I think I might actually make a small. Yeah, it's cheap. It's real cheap. So we're gonna make a small storage to put here, so we can put the cup in there. And then what we can do now is instead of walking to the edge of the raft every time, we just go. And we're done. And then we put the cup in here, and we're all good. I'm gonna move the grill over there once this is done grilling. Oh. We're here. Yoink. Oh jeez, did the raft just spin? Oh god, the raft just spun like 45 degrees. Oh no! Curse you, raft! He's got a scarecrow. I can oh, god, the raft spun a full 90 degrees from that. Boo. Alright. Well. Two hinges and a bolt, though, and a recipe for simple fish stew. I don't know why I'm putting that in there. circuit board. 3 planks and a hinge. I have the hinge, but I still need the 3 planks. There we go. Receiver. Now, the thing you gotta remember about the receiver is that front on the receiver is front on the raft. So we're gonna put this like that, and automatically connects up with those 3. Let's see if that's valid. Antenna number 1 is too far from the receiver. Okay. Yeah, that one. That should do the trick. And it's gonna look real stupid with these wires just kind of floating in the air, but too far still? What if I do that? Now antenna number 3 is too far from the receiver. Oh, because now it's antenna number 3. I remember this worked in the past. Or was that with the smaller raft? What if I do that? Is that good enough? I think it's like just barely on the edge. Nah, it's still too far. Man. Okay. What if I place it at the absolute closest point possible? Still too far. Okay. What if I do that? It's gonna look stupid as all get out, but it works. Alright. And it looks like our story island is just about in this direction. And we are going to keep this off pretty much at all times when we're not actively looking at it, just to conserve on battery, because we don't get a battery recharger until like Island 3. God, it's going to take so long to get there. But once we get there, if we have time, we'll probably beeline straight to the second island so we can get the wheel. And I think I'm actually going to hold off on running all the furnaces and all that. Man, we're not going to get any resources. Because we're not going to get anything because our collection nets are wrong. God, the raft did a full 90-degree turn. I should have dropped the anchor before I jumped on the raft. So we're probably just going to make a beeline straight for Area 2 once we do this. So yeah, in case you didn't know, when you're using the receiver, the direction you're facing when you're looking at the screen is north on the receiver. Not a whole lot to do or say now, because we aren't really getting enough resources to do any major building projects. I would build out like more of the second floor of the raft, but I don't want to waste these 8 planks when I could need them for something later. So at this point, we're kind of just waiting. There it is. Finally. Jeez. Paused the recording for like 15 minutes. I forgot how slow the sailing is. I'm pretty sure the engines are at least like 50% faster. But it's still like real slow movement. You're obviously meant to be like crafting and building stuff in the downtime. And I just did all that beforehand. But so it's entirely my fault. I acknowledge that. Also, I'm over a full stack of palm fronds again. Oh my god. Look at all of those palm leaves! What is a man supposed to do with this many palm leaves? Okay, and now we're left with the ultimate question. When building the upper floor supports, do I build lengthwise or widthwise? God, this looks so stupid. Because we've got a fair amount of planks. We were getting some stuff. So I can afford to build a little bit. Because like they added these horizontal supports. So do I build them going that way? Or do I build them going this way? I think I'm going to build them going this way. First support beam. It only takes 2 for each beam, which is nice. first order of business is that. I think I'm actually going to have to do this. There. At least now the receiver is only slightly hovering over the edge. And we're completely out of wood. Alright, here comes the radio tower. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. We're also probably going to need a lot more scrap, because we're going to need so many nails. Going to need way too many nails. So we'll deal with that. Scrap's going to be a good thing. We're going to want to get a bunch of palm fronds. I'd say they should tone down the spawn rate of palm fronds, but they were a major bottleneck early on in the game. It's just that you don't need them for anything now. They should have, like, you should be able to, like, craft palm fronds into, like, peat bricks and use those to fuel the furnace and stuff. I don't think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure peat bricks are just, like, moss, peat moss, which is why it's called a peat brick, because it's peat moss. But, like, make like a fire starter brick or whatever that you can make out of like 5 palm fronds and use that. It's like that would be a great thing for like a mod. Just to get all of these effing palm fronds out of my inventory mod. Okay, we're not quite close enough to swim to yet. Almost. There's no combat on this island, so I don't really need to prepare for anything. It's a very short island, all things considered, because it's the first. Alright, that's close enough. And it is night, so I will sleep first. You can't see during the night, so you want to adventure during the day. Alright. Now we're going to start off underwater, and I know that sounds weird, but there is at least one thing underwater that we can get, and it's not just this briefcase.
Stopped for the night. Owl climbed the tower. Radio still works, apparently. Should be 2 weeks before we reach Celine, but the team's not responding. You might say things are a bit tense. The other facilities are underwater, so if Celine is lost, we've got nothing. And now, Sparrow's not talking to either of us. I really hope we're not the last hope for humanity.
So yeah, the story is fully voice acted now. It's been overhauled and fully voice acted. The graffiti is still the same though. Graffiti. It's more like just writing on the walls. But yeah, I don't know how loud that is. There's a ton of scrap on this island though. Here, can I go into the options and like turn up the voice volume? Hopefully that's not too loud. Instead of putting the master volume to 49, I just put everything except the notebook volume to 49, so that should work. Probably not going to find all the notes here, but...
January. It's been weeks. Just me and Owl here now, stuck on this platform. Sparrow took the boat. I can't figure out why. Everything is just so secretive. I mean, I don't even know their real names. I only know the team at Celine got a prototype working and they needed more people. We were supposed to be those people. And together we would find a way out of this mess. Somehow. Owl's yelling up in the tower. Or maybe the radio picked up something. Is it you, Sparrow?
Blueprint for a headlight. Now that we've got it, we can immediately throw it away because we don't need it anymore. Because it gets instantly added to the research table.
Owl's radio notes. 22nd of December. Distress call received. Balboa Island. 9th of January. Koku won't accept facts. 2nd of February. Gunshots in the distance. Tangaroa City. 14th of February. Sparrow's gone. That's Celine. 6th of March, another distress call, Varuna Point. Missing child. 16th of April, Rafters dreaming of utopia. Foolish hope.
Yeah. Alright. Gotta be a bit careful, do a little tightrope walk. Once you get the blueprint, it's instantly added to your table, so you don't need it after you pick it up. More scrap, thank goodness. We're already back up to almost a full stack of scrap, which is great, because we're going to need way too many nails.
February? We've picked up a lot of signals. Maybe someone will come and help us. We're not starving. Yet. The reactor at Celine might be the only chance we have against this endless ocean. You knew it, Sparrow. Owl thinks you betrayed us, but you must have had a good reason for leaving us here. I hope you make it to Celine. I hope you finish the reactor. For all of us.
Alright, we're almost at the top. We somehow only got one decoration package out of all of that, which is great. We also got another full metal spear from that first crate. And hello, you.
Hey, a friendly face! Wondering how I ended up here? Long story. Really, really long story. Anyway, nice raft. If you need any repairs done, let me know. I've sort of ended up as a maritime expert, mainly due to the world sinking. Awesome! Let's head out!
Yeah. So at the first, third, and fifth, I think, story locations, right? First, third, fourth, and sixth, right? Whichever. There are 3 story locations. There are 3 unlockable character skins that you can get by reaching the end of those. Got another crate here. Oh, a good amount of scrap. Get our new heading. And the recycler blueprint. That's brand new. Ooh, that's the wall. So the recycler is what we're going to need to take advantage of the big islands, because there's trading posts on those islands now. And in particular, you need garbage cubes as the currency. And you get garbage cubes by mashing up excess resources, which is what we can use all our palm fronds for. But it takes batteries, right? The masher takes batteries. Yeah, the masher does take batteries. I remember that pretty well enough. So we are going to want to wait until we have the battery charger for that, because we don't really want to be expending battery charge on mashing stuff. So we're going to wait until after Balboa for that. But then we're going to be in a glorious state. All right. What is... Okay, 4513.